Hold on, I gotta get
Hey
my
everybody,
TV.
welcome to another Tuesday night chat. I have a awesome crew here, the Dream Team. This is the all Farmageddon crew, best of YouTube, awesomest people you could find on the interwebs, and here they are. So I'm happy to have them here, and I'm honored to have them here. And I'm gonna go down the line. And Blue, I know I always throw you under the rug and go first with you, but I'm gonna let you do the first intro.
Well, thanks for the invite. As always, good to see the guys from Farmageddon all showing up here tonight. And Coda Boy's in his normal Farmageddon style, walking around with his phone on a GoPro deal. But
There we go.
I don't know. I'm on edge tonight. Our local elections haven't been called yet, and we're kind of up in the air. We have a mayor race going on. One mayor pro police, pro all that stuff, and the other mayor not so much. And I keep checking the website to see if they're going to update it to see if I have a new boss or not. So at some point you might see me cry, or you might see me just start drinking more. Well, you're definitely going to see me drink more, but I don't know. Only the night will tell. But thanks for the invite.
All right. Well, good luck on that. Coda Boy 32. What's up, man?
Everybody, Go to Boy 32 here. Just happy to be here, man. I'm gonna try to be calm and cool tonight and relaxed. So drinking water only. So that's it.
All right. I'll drink enough for both of us. Pop's Quest. What's up?
Not much, man. You know, Tuesday's the only night I can get on. I missed Sunday's chat. I watched it after the fact. Good chat over there. Not a whole lot going on. Got a lot of stuff going on at the farm. Doing some farming, growing some corn. Shit's coming up. It's looking good. Beans, okra, freaking watermelon patches. And I did get one of Joey Cuz's men to come over to Patron. So we don't really have to talk about that, but I'll be making a video about that here coming soon. Appreciate you having me on.
Well, if we have to turn as many people as we can. It's just like the spy business, you know. The Russians try to turn over American spies. Americans try to flip Russians. We've all seen Red. We know how it goes. Anyway, Israel 6 Cover's not here. He'll be back in a minute. And but anyway, SoCal, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for having me on, TR. Good to see everybody, especially Coda Boy. It's been a while since we were on a chat together. Thanks for having me on. I don't yet have the side chat open yet, so if anybody's waving at me or whatever, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see you, that's all. So, yeah, let's do this thing.
All right. And I did do a video today, and I uploaded it, and I didn't like the way it uploaded, and I'll try to do it tomorrow, but I think I talked about it earlier. But anyway, KCI, that Korean manufacturer, they sent me a 75-round drum, aluminum mag for AR-15, a steel mag for a AK-47, and a polymer mag for my AR-15. They all worked. And in the video, whenever I do upload it, I was honest. Their aluminum mag did not drop free, so I did bitch about that. But anyway, they'll be coming up. They make all kind of damn magazines for Glocks, and I didn't see Barrett on here, Rob. But they do. They make all kind of gear, police gear, shit like that. So anyway, they contacted me, and they've been sending me free shit to try out, and that video will be coming out. So anyway.
Well, I mean, since you're in direct contact with those folks, if they do happen to make a polymer Barrett M82A1 magazine, I would be happy to review it for them.
Yeah, I'll look through that. If they do, I'll actually get them in contact with you. You know.
I appreciate that. Anything that helps support the channel, you know how it is.
Oh yeah, is that absolutely? Like I said, my little bitty channel. I can't believe these people are contacting me and sending me shit. They even sent me a gift card to buy ammo.
Hell yeah.
I'm guessing it's the hairdo, bro.
It must be. Yeah. They may see this chat with a rebel flag and they probably won't send me anything else again, but it's okay.
Last time in your last video, didn't you mention something about the ammo?
Yeah, I did. I was like, I need a
sponsor
sponsor
for
for
ammo. Later chat or something.
Yeah, I was like, I need a sponsor for ammo to really check, test these out. And sure enough, they sent me a Visa card, $50 Visa card to buy ammo. I don't even think I shot $50 worth of ammo, so I had to do some more shooting just to justify it for them.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Walmart's got their 200 round Winchester boxes marked down to 37 and change if you want to blow it there. Well, you might still be reloading 9 on the low.
Yeah. I don't know. Right now, I hadn't really been reloading much of anything, but as far as rifle, 7.62, 223, I've just been buying it. It's just not worth the trouble going through and reloading it right now. It's cheap enough to buy. I mean, as far as shoot 'em up ammo. I mean, if you want some precision shit, yeah, it's worth the effort to reload it. But if you just want something just to pull the damn trigger and go bam, 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 just buy it. Just buy some damn Wolf or Tula and be happy. It ain't worth the trouble.
I kind of agree with that at today's prices, except for 300 blackout. Everything but 300 blackout or 6.8 or something like that. But your common rounds, just buy it. The only reason I'm reloading 9 right now is for the CZ competition guns, is to see how little friggin' powder I can put in there, and that sumbitch still cycles. So
yeah, I could see that. Competition shooting, yeah, you might want to do that. Yep.
My last video, I had 4.5 grains. Started with 4.7, went to 4.5, and that sumbitch cycled flawlessly. Whereas the Glocks won't cycle with 4.5 grains of what's the damn powder I'm using? I don't even remember the powder I'm using.
Red
Dot. Anyway, but that's where you make it. That's where you make the right ammo.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you reloading with full metal jacket or cast bullets or what? I think you're using polymer coated, ain't you?
Yeah, those Acme 5.5 cents a bullet. I mean, come on. You can't beat that. If you're willing to buy 4,000 bullets, 4.5 cents a bullet, 2 cents powder primer. I mean, shit, man, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, then now you're at half price, so it is worth pulling a handle, especially on a 650. I mean, Jesus Christ, you can sit there and phone call with a freaking customer.
Don't say it.
Or you could, or
what,
or
like
some
a couple
asshole,
$100,000 an hour or something like that?
or some asshole from YouTube that fucking calls you. I mean, you could talk to him all fucking afternoon long about what new pistol he bought. Not going to mention any names, Big Johnson for Texas, but yeah, you could pull that fucking handle all day long. I enjoy our conversations. I give him shit, but anyway, yeah, I mean, you got to multitask, and then shit, 11 cents a round. I mean, yeah, you're still going to load 9mm. I mean, why not? Rifle rounds, and just go buy that shit.
Whoa. The head on that.
Look at the cranium on that kid, Lottie.
Hey, Pop, I don't agree with the rifle rounds. Just go buy that shit, because you could still make them for half of what you have to buy them for if you get your brass for free. And you know that.
Oh, I know. I just, it takes a lot more preparation. Now, you sit there with those 1050s behind you, and the ball game all of a sudden changes a little bit, right? So
I forgot about that part. There's that.
If we're all living in SoCal's world, things become way different, Gun Nation. So, hey.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. There's a couple little bonuses to that. I take them for granted now. It's just I forget about all the things you got to do.
You have
Yeah.
little people, little elves that run those things for you, or how does that work? I mean,
Well, the elves, I hired elves, and they kept falling off the step stools. The bench was a little higher than normal. The bench itself is 43 inches off the ground. The handle's way up here, about easily 5 feet off the ground. They're all jumping up and down, trying to, and it's just out of control. They fall off. Yeah, not good.
Yeah, just the prep work with a 223, because most of the ammo I get, or most of the brass I get, you got to deprime it. Then you got to take out the military crimp. You got to size it. You got to case trim it. For $119, I can buy 500 rounds. It just ain't even fucking worth my effort. It's just like, fuck it. Now I got thousands of rounds of brass to load. I got thousands of rounds of bullets, and I got the powder. It's all sitting there. When the next scare hits, boom, I can load up 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 rounds of ammo, and I'm good to go. But for right now, I'm just gonna buy that shit at Tula at fucking Walmart and shoot it up.
that's where I was talking to Pops earlier about doing a setup and doing a precision 5.56 with a 77 grain Sierra. That's where I'm going to start using the single stage, and I'm going to go ahead and, you guys are going to kill me, but I'm going to get a turret press next month just to quicken the pace up to let a little bit more than paint drying, Rick. And but that's instead, like 77 grain Black Hills, man, that's $1 a piece every time you pull the trigger. Now you can load it up and do the same thing for about 33 cents a piece, where you would normally look at this shit.
There's the 4-stage turret press I just got.
Yeah,
and it was only similar like to that. $100, $111.
Yeah, they got the Lee turret press right now is on Amazon for $103.
See,
and if you got all the other stuff, man, that's you're tripling your speed on the 9mm. But I'm going to use the single stage on the 5.56 just because I want to be a little more precise on that end of things.
Exactly.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit to do highly precise ammo on a single stage, because honestly, at that point, your time's not really coming into play. You're trying to put rounds in a quarter at 300 yards. It don't matter. You don't need to make 500 of those if you copy.
Yeah. Well, this box right here, if you can see this, that's $50.
Yeah.
50 rounds, $50.
Yeah.
To make you holler.
Make some precision 308 rounds, and then compare that to retail. That'll blow your mind.
Yeah, well, that's the next go around, man. But yeah, I go to range, little competition shooting. That's a $50 range trip just in ammo, and when it doesn't have to be. So I totally agree with you. If you're going to go out there and just use something to blast away and have fun, or just defensive ammo, go with the cheap stuff all day long, man. But when you start delving into the precision stuff, you can lay some serious cash down in a hurry. So,
hey, you guys familiar with this trimmer?
What is it? Is that a trimmer?
Yeah, trimmer.
I had one like it a long time ago.
If you are, I got a question for you.
I had one that was motorized, but anyway.
RCBS.
Right, shell holder.
And this is a Hornady. Now you would think this would go in here.
Yes.
Right?
Let me ask you a question. What's up with that trimmer? Why are you using that?
For 223.
Some bitch in the trash and go get you a Little Crow Gunworks and put it in your drill press.
All right. Well, I got this one right now.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, if you ever chuck one of those things up, that some bitch will gather dust. And they're not that expensive.
This will not fit on here. unless I'm doing it wrong, which is possible.
Now, when
The
it
call
comes to case trimmers, they are very I forget the terminology.
proprietary.
Yeah, proprietary. There you go. Proprietary. You have to buy their shit. If you're
Yeah.
going to use a Lyman or RCBS or whoever it is, if you use that trimmer, you'll have to use their shell holders to chuck it up.
See, and that's just dumb because everything else works.
Well, did you get that in like a package deal?
No. No, I got this.
Can you return it?
Yeah, probably. I opened it.
Just go ahead and return it, because I'm telling you, dude. If you have a drill press,
Yeah, I got a drill press.
so you put this Little Crow Gunworks thing in your drill press, and you just shove freaking bullets in it to trim it. You don't even think about it. There's no holding the freaking bullet and getting the dimension right. It works off the shoulder of the case after it's been sized. So you size all your brass and you just shove them up in there, and it trims them and flings little trimmings everywhere. And it's the only way to go. I mean, for like what? Maybe I forget, but maybe $70 or something. Maybe, I don't know.
And on a drill press.
Yeah.
All right, send me a picture.
I own like fucking 10 of them. I have one for every rifle cartridge I reload. And once you get this thing set, it's got a carbide cutter in there, and it's a big aluminum thing. And you set the cutter, and then you chuck it in a drill press. A lot of people chuck them in a little drill, and they do it by hand, which is fine. But if you have a drill press, you just leave it running, and you just shove the case up in there, and it trims the case. You throw it in a damn bucket and go to the next one. It's literally the fastest way to go.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's as big as like a mouse. I mean, I do have one for 50 BMG, and it's like the size of a fist. But
man, the comments are going so fast I can't even read this shit.
Hey, for only like $500 more, you could buy the Dillon trim motor and just buy individual dies for it for $100 a piece. That's the way to go.
Or I could just get the one Rob said he was going to sell me, but you know.
oh, hey, listen, it's yours if I sell it. I'm right now. I'm on a spending freeze. So
Uh-oh.
yeah,
those CZs will take over your life.
Well, I've flipped enough iPhones and laptops and all kinds of other shit to pay for those CZs. So those CZs were kind of free, actually. But I don't want to bring any more guns into the house without some leaving. I know that doesn't sound right coming from me, but I got in my life where I can't shoot them all. I got too many of the same shit, and I got a. You know what? On fucking Arms List, I put those Glocks on there, and I don't know what it is about Arms List. If you list something for $500, everybody, 10 motherfuckers will offer you $490, but they will not give you the $500 you're asking for, even with 8 mags and freaking 400 freaking pieces of ammo. And I'm just like, you know what? Let that shit sit there. So I sold the 23. I still have the 27 and the 30. I get a lot of emails about the 30. I have a feeling it's probably going to sell, but anyway, I don't know. I'm rambling on now. I just don't want to keep buying without moving some shit I don't use.
Well, when you're the luckiest guy in the world, it'll pay off.
Yeah, you need to get rid of those 40s. I mean, who in the hell would want to own a 40 anyway?
Oh, it's the best round possible.
That's what.
Everybody raise your hand if you believe that.
that was the.
When you guys are all fighting for 9mm, guess who will have a big bucket of 40 just sitting there?
That's what we use for profiling. We find out who's using 40 just for profiling purposes.
That's right. It keeps me off the list. I'm already on it, but it's all good. Oh, man.
That's my CZ clone. I know it's not a real CZ, but it's a clone.
Oh, it's a nice one, TR.
Yeah, got the reptilian skin on it, you know.
Wait till y'all see Big Johnson's next unboxing. Oh man. Oh man, oh
God.
man, oh man. He got another flare gun. I'm telling you right now. It's nice though.
Big Johnson says the 40's loaded weaker than a 9.
It's like shiny and everything. It's nice.
When's
The
the last
picture-
time you shot a 40?
The picture he sent me was of a harpoon gun. He must be showing us different stuff.
A whaling gun.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Big old hook on the front of it.
He says we're talking too much. Hey man, I enjoy those videos. That's why I bring you in every time I have something to unbox. I got to bring in Big Johnson to do my voiceovers.
My box
Voiceover.
in the box.
My next CZ is going to be a PO9 though. So next time y'all see a what's in the box video, y'all know that's what's in the box.
That's funny as shit because I was texting back and forth with him last night, and that's I told him the exact same thing. There's one for sale at the local gun shop, but I can't buy it for a month because that Revolution was a new gun, and you're only allowed one a month here. So
God. Oh, I couldn't deal with that.
protect us.
Can you
No.
put it on layaway and so they don't sell it or anything, or does it not work like that?
No, I could buy it outright and then just come back in to the store a month from the day that or a month after the day. A month actually in 3 minutes is the way it has to be. Stupid, right? But a month and 3 minutes after I drozed the original, the new gun, I can go back and droze another one. So
Wow.
Do they keep track of down to the minute?
Yeah.
literally, I
It
went
is
in.
down to the minute.
It is literally down to 3 minutes. I went to go pick up. What was it? I went to pick up. It was the Shadow 2, and I'd driven all the way to Riverside to go pick it up, where I met the guy who sold it to me, and I got there early, and he's like, "All right, well, since you're here, let's just start the paperwork, get it all ready to go." And it was like literally the minute fell, and he gets on the computer and he's trying to release it to transfer it from the store or from one individual to me, and the system kept kicking him out. It's like, nope, it's not time yet. Nope. And we're looking at our watches. It's like obviously time. And the manager came over and he's like, "Has it been 3 minutes yet?" We're looking at our watches. No. Okay, now try it. And they sure shit. 3 minutes later it works. So it's kind of retarded, but hey, at least I still can buy them. Maybe not next year, but I'm going to collect them this year.
I'll tell you what, he turned me on to that P07. That's I'm a big double action, single action guy. I've got the P09. I love that thing, but just the feel of the P07 being in your hand the way it is, it's just an amazing gun.
They both look sweet.
Coda, how'd the paint turn out?
You're talking about there's 300 gallons of paint, so turned out all right.
It's Kubota Boy, by the way. It's not Kubota Boy.
Yeah, that's Kubota Boy.
Kubota boy.
Yeah, I mean,
Loves
one of
you,
his.
man.
I've got to watch the video to see what you're talking about, man.
It's,
That's
one of
hilarious.
your best YouTube friends says Kubota Boy, so that's what it is. So
Yeah. You got the
we don't need to
Kubota
get into all that here live, but I just figured I'd correct you, so you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tractor man. That's too
Kubota
funny.
Boy.
You lucky
Yeah,
bastard, you,
these
Rick.
these young kids or whatever or may not understand the double action, single action, but us that grew up with them, I like a double action, single action. I have no problem with it. I carry this, I carried it today. It's in double action mode now. Safety off, so it's like a revolver. You know, first shot's long, hard pull, double action, and after that, it's single action only. And I have no problem with that. I think it works.
When's the last time you carried that thing?
Today.
Fuck, he just said he carried it today. What the fuck? Where you been?
He was busy typing. He can't listen and type at the same
And for
time.
the safety Nazis, there's one in the fucking chamber. Hammer down. Okay, there it is.
Hey, those little TriStars are some great guns, man. I've got 2 of them, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has a awesome. I just cleared it. I think it has a great. I mean, I'm sure the trigger could be better, but the single action trigger on it is pretty fucking sweet. I don't know what it is. I'd say 4 or 5 pounds, somewhere in there. But it works great.
What is this? The fucking dry fire channel?
Yeah. Okay, I can't do it now because I got it loaded.
Yeah, don't do that shit now.
Yeah. And this one, mine doesn't have a decocker, so you have to lower the hammer down manually. That's why I was pointing it down at the floor when I done it.
Damn striker fired guns can't do that.
I'll tell you, I'll be honest, I'm becoming a big fan of the, hammer fired single or double action, single action, obviously, as you know. But I don't know, the whole, I never thought I'd like a safety on a gun, but I'm okay with it now. I don't know what, don't know what it is, except for I found a better pistol, but I love it. I just love it. Never thought I would.
Anybody USP
I get
yet?
caught with that stupid safety every time. My last video, I did it each start. I could shoot my Glock a lot better, I think. Less buttons.
You buy a USP yet, Pop?
No, I'm trying to find a P30L for my next HK, but I don't know. I can't seem to find one. Plus, I still need to sell those 2 Glocks. No, a P30L.
Oh.
P30L. It's not a USP.
No, yeah.
I want the long slide to try to run in USPSA, just for the hell of it. Fuckers in the chat. Fuck them.
Fud.
There are so many ways that external comment could go bad for TR that I'm just going to let it go.
Decocker.
Just going to let it go.
Yeah. I comment. There's no decocking with you, Sonya. I promise.
Oh my!
You make pills for that shit,
and she knows.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
on a different note, I'll get my pissed off part out of the way. The fucking mayor that I wanted to win did not. So now we have an unknown new boss coming in next year. So it's not that I don't like the guy that won. It's that he's an unknown. Like whenever you have a boss that really fucking sucks for 8 years, and then you get a boss that's awesome for 4 years, and now like really really awesome, and now an unknown's coming in. It's like fuck.
Is that a full-time job in your municipality, or is that a part-time?
It's not even really a job. It's not really a job. The mayor, literally, where we're at, he has no vote. He can make comments. The only way he has a vote is if only 4 of the council people show up and they have a meeting and they vote on something and it's a split vote. He's the tiebreaker, but we have 5 councilmen that almost always show up. And his only real duty is he's in charge of the police department. That's damn near it.
Oh, God.
Yep. So it's we went from somebody who was a complete jackass. I mean, I don't care if anybody that knows me is watching the chat and reports me for saying that our previous mayor from the one we have now. He was oh man, he was fucking horrible. But now then we got one that fought for us. I mean, TR has, like, he sees my Facebook stuff. He sees what, like, the stuff that we'd gone through toward the end of last year, and how the mayor, like, he stood up and just freaking, he lit into council and everything else. And now we're getting a new mayor in, which, like I said, I know him. I don't think he's a bad guy, but it's an unknown, and that's scary.
You can figure out, like, on Facebook, or look at him online and figure out kind of where he sits as far as at least his political views, and that says a lot about a person.
Just pull him over one day and start chatting with him.
Oh hell, I've sat at the bar with him a couple different times. I mean, he's not a bad guy. It's just that I don't know what his plan is. I mean, his political run was that he wanted to lower taxes. Of course, that's everybody's. But it also said to enhance the police department. That's what he left it at, was to enhance the police department. It's like, well, you could take that a whole bunch of different ways.
Penis implants and boobs for the girls. Fuck yeah.
Unisex bathrooms for all.
So I mean, he's an ex-Marine. I mean, he is a. I like them. I like him to sit and talk to him, but it's, you know, it's just one of those things. Our area isn't real. Well, the people are good, but the politics just suck.
A couple months, you'll be saying how awesome he is.
I hope. I really do. I really hope that I'm getting all this anxiety for fucking nothing and a major fucking hangover tomorrow. But
yeah,
time will tell.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, especially when you have no control over it.
Exactly.
I would just shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face.
Oh, that's a good thought. Shoot him in the face.
You know what?
You can have Charlotte's mayor.
I made these new shirts, and it says S.T.F. Shoot him in the face. It's gonna be awesome.
Make sure you hashtag it.
No, it's not a hashtag. It's gonna say it right on the shirt right here.
Oh. Well, you might as well make a hashtag out of it.
Yeah, the next hats you have made up, you know, it says, "Is your six covered?" Right under that, just real small, you just need to shoot them in the face.
Let me see if I can show you a picture. It's going to be badass. I like it. Shoot him in the face. I had to do it this way, though. I'll put it on the thing. So I won't.
I forget who it was. Somebody was commenting on one of your videos, and I think it was your giveaway video or something. And I just had to remind him. I was like, just remember, yeah, that's what it was. He was commenting on what he liked about your videos, and it was the scenario videos. And I just had to remind him, it's like, you know, default comment is shoot him in the face. No matter what scenario it is, if Rick does a video, shoot him in the face.
That's right. So if you got a flat tire, what do? You shoot him in the face. I like it. Works for everything.
Everybody say hi, Sonia.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi,
Hi,
Sonia.
Sonia. She says she agrees with me. Hashtag that shit. I like her more and more every day.
All right. I'll put a hashtag on there maybe. Let me show you.
Hey, look, it's Red October. Texas man.
Look at it. Shirts.
What's up, Red?
What's up, Red?
Tried
to hide that yawn. I see that shit.
Dude,
So
I've been rolling it.
Instead of reloading, instead of taking a nap, he's reloading.
Yeah, I honestly got back to the apartment here, and all I wanted to do was sleep. And I looked over, and there's the press just going, "Feed me." So, yeah, I talked to Pops today. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Freaking reloading, man."
That's time well spent, regardless of how slow it is.
Yeah, we knocked out 350 rounds while we were sitting here. I'm done. I'm out of primers now, so I got to go back to the store.
You gotta buy them by the thousands, man.
I did. I'm out. I've got enough brass. 50 cases weigh 7 ounces. I've got 22 pounds. So I've got to reload all that. I'm on a mission. And then I've got about 45 pounds of 223 brass.
That's a good start. Yeah.
And,
All right.
I got about 2,500 rounds of 45 ACP, which is what I'm going to be starting on next.
Yeah, big money.
All right, this is important to me. Can I get all you guys together just because she's out there and she asked for it? Can we all say, hey, Sonia, together? 1,
Sure.
2, 3.
Hey, Sonia.
Hi, son.
All right.
That probably sounded like shit.
Well, I didn't say we had to sound good.
Hello.
Yeah, Cody Boy, once you step into the progressive, you'll be amazed how awesome it is. I mean, I don't have a 650, I don't have a 1050, but I have a 550, and I have a Square Deal B that has loaded tens of thousands of rounds of ammo. But I would suggest a 550 at least, if not a 650. Go blue. Go blue. If you're going to get a progressive press, buy a Dillon.
Well,
they're killing me.
Now, yeah, the turret's kind of you're just kind of throwing money away a little bit.
Well, yeah, and you know what? Here's the whole thing. And sit around and trust me, guys. I'm an Excel spreadsheet guru. This is all I do is analysis, financial analysis all day long. But I sit there and I'm going, all right. I've got the dies. A turret's going to cost me $103, and I have enough there to get me going and do what I need to do until I have back at my home. I've got my building in the back, and that's where I want to set the Dillon up when the time comes. And like I said, in the final 2 years of his Royalness Trump's term, hopefully he gets another term, but the reality of that these days is slipping. But that's the goal. But I think this will keep me where I need to be for right now and learning the basis. I don't want to spend any more money on it until we're ready to devote that $600 to the Dillon. But at a time, it'll come.
I have used a Lee turret press, and it is a really nice press. If I'd have got a Lee turret press, I don't know that I'd have ever bought a progressive because it's still slower than a progressive, but it's a pretty nice setup. I will say the Lee turret press is a good press.
It's $103, and what I'm going to set it up with the same thing with the drum powder measure, the same deal I got on the other one, because I want to leave it alone. Once it's set, and then I can bounce back and forth between the loads on the 45 and 9mm on the turret. But the single stage is going to be set up for the 223, and that's all that's going to run through that thing. So
yeah, but isn't a Square B deal or whatever only like $300 and something bucks?
That's for pistol only.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're cheap.
I know. But he's going to do rifle on single stage anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean that's one of those things you're just going to have to look at. It's,
it's less than a pistol, so. I don't know.
Yeah, but
dude.
it depends on the pistol.
Even though you're moving,
there's so many different things.
You're still loading 4 at a time. You're still progressive instead of just one at a time all the way around. I don't know. That's got to be a good debate to go through in your brain. But think about it for a little bit, because I think you'll crank out a shitload more pistol rounds with the Dillon.
Would you go with the pistol? I know you guys are all blue, but how would you compare the Dillon with the Horny Day lock and load?
Why? That's
Why
right.
would you do that?
Why would you do
Those
that?
why?
Just buy a Dylan, dude.
Hey, y'all
Buy a
brought it
Dylan.
up. I mean,
I think if they're
No,
even
blue.
close, there's no. You can't
blue.
replace that blue
It's blue.
precision. So, yeah,
It's blue?
if
It's
they're
blue.
even close, there's really no question.
Gee, tell you what, I will send you a packing slip. You just go ahead and pack one of them bad boys. How many do you need, SoCal? I mean, seriously.
3.
I mean,
at this point, 3. They all have a very specific purpose, and they do it damn well.
that is awesome. That is absolutely sick.
That's
Well,
cool.
Live for Wild's out there. I think he has several Dylans as well.
Yeah, Live for Wild's the man. Holy my! Hey, Liv, I need to get your address. I want to send that jig back to you, and those other parts, man. That thing was check it out. This is it, man. 3.5 pounds, as pretty as she gets. Absolutely sick. But I wouldn't have been able to do it without that jig. It was absolutely incredible. What a great learning experience, man. Thank you very much.
Now, is that the new slide or is that still the old slide?
That's still the old slide. We're still on a spending freeze, except for
That's
last
fine.
Friday.
Yeah, funny.
Yes, man. I hate going to the gun store. I really do, because if you want something you want to order, it's like, oh, look at it, look at that. Shit. Okay. Yeah, I picked up that Walther PPS last week and took it out and shot it yesterday, and it's just a great little single stack, man. That thing's awesome.
There's a lot of great guns out there right now.
That was cool to see the lower and you get it all lined out. That was pretty awesome. I have to say, I've never done anything like that. So, kudos.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have if you're gonna reload in California, you're gonna have to figure out how to do head stamping.
Put
You'll need another loader.
S.T.I. What was it? Shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the face. Head stamps. With the,
Yeah,
instead of
Oxjaw.
the what is it? The military crimp that they use. They usually head stamp the back of the cases with a little plus sign and a circle. I'm just going to have a happy face with a hole in his head.
Just do the little Walmart symbol. It looks like an asshole when you look at it. You got an empty station on that, Dylan, don't you? We can head stamp some shit.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Let's see. I don't. They're all filled up.
What you need
That's
to
an
do,
awesome problem.
what you need to do is just
Damn it.
grind in a little plus sign or something in the primer plunger.
I think the best place to put it would be in the swaging station, right behind the decapping and sizing. Because when the swager goes down, it actually presses the bullet down into the shell plate as the swager comes up and expands the
Right.
mouth for the pistol or the primer. So yeah, I could just have my own private, like just get a custom made shell plate with the stuff engraved into the shell plate, so it shoves it straight up into the brass. Brilliant.
I think your head stamp should be FUCA.
Since a great friend out there, Daniel God is my judge, reminded me, I did write down your guys' comments here at the last chat about the old active targets, and guess what? You guys all fucking suck because it's still alive and kicking. Rob did say no mark though.
Yeah, Rob actually won.
Yep.
What?
Bring that shit to Farmageddon. Bring it to
I don't even-
Farmageddon.
I don't even remember what the fuck I said. What was the question? Might have
If
been
the
hammered or
targets,
something.
how long it would take for the active target to get shot with all the shooters? And you actually said if they shoot at IDPA, they're probably not going to hit it.
Oh yeah, well that's true because it's all about precision there, you know.
Yeah, bring it to Farmageddon, and I guarantee you that sumbitch will get blasted all to shit.
Bring a
What are you
couple
talking
trash.
about? I'm the luckiest guy around. It's not going to happen.
Shit.
I broke 2 of Rob's targets with a AK-47, 2 different AK-47s. Steel target with a chain. I shot the fucking chain and broke the fucking chain twice.
I did that too with my 300 blackout. It's a 7.62
Bobby
thing.
Yankee 4. Bobby he hit to it up at the line at the same time. But anyway, the good
point
news
was
is
to shoot the targets off the chain. Is that not true? That's what I told TR anyways.
yeah. The good news is they're easy to fix. So. And everyone hits them.
You should just use that baling wire to hang them instead of that big old chain. It's harder to hit.
Well, that's where we're going to, but I didn't want to swap them all out.
How's the
As they
stand
get-
going? I saw 8 nice ones. Or you said you built 8 nice ones.
Yeah, I got 8 more coming this Sunday, I hope. So anyway, then I'm gonna roll my wire spools out there and set me up a course, and it should be a lot of fun. Fuck everything out there is fun.
You know what might be cool is stack them up in a big ass pyramid.
And climb up to the top, yeah.
Fuck, that's like 40 feet in the air by the time you get done.
We have enough trouble just walking around. We don't need to be climbing shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we're all a bunch of drunks, and we always get really hammered, and then we shoot guns while we're hammered.
Oh, yeah.
Because I guess it's out on the internet now that we all get fucking hammered at Farmageddon and shoot guns. So,
I think I had 2 drinks total for 3 days.
We tried to hide it long enough. I guess it's all out there. So
I tried to get drunk, but somebody drank all my fucking scotch.
what? Huh? That was good too. Oh man.
This is gonna make it on
Yeah,
YouTube.
that was an embarrassing moment for me.
Riding around on the golf cart with my bottle of scotch, god damn it.
Oh, and then
Give me your
almost,
address.
almost killed somebody too on that golf cart. I forgot about that. Yep. There was almost dead people there. So yeah, that.
You had a drunk drive. You had a.
I'd like to make a
passenger that
public.
was drunk.
Yeah, well, yeah. Who wasn't? But hey, I'd like to make a public service announcement right now about Farmageddon. It's a dangerous place. There. I'm just telling you. Don't ever do it. You'll regret it the rest of your life. I'm just going to put that out there.
I've been having nightmares for 4 weeks now.
I'm looking forward to some more nightmares.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I would like to order some more nightmares, please.
I don't know, guys. I'd really second. I'd think that over. But anyway,
AZ Patriots dead on. You guys almost did kill a camera with the golf cart.
Cameras are expendable.
And the tannerite.
Other than that, it was pretty darn safe.
No.
Well, I don't know. There was a couple of dudes that got a little negligent, pointing guns at each other and flagging people, and
now just
they're just
one.
not in their right mind. Really, probably shouldn't be there anymore.
Yeah, there was a lot of sweeping going on, but we didn't exactly all go out and talk about that. So
yeah, we didn't.
Anyway,
we didn't call that out.
No, probably should have. I guess.
I got it on video.
And it was.
I'll give you $50 for that footage.
I'll seriously look it up. I had some deep concerns at some point, but you know what? Here's the thing. What a great time. What a great bunch of people. Oh my God, man. I got back and I did tell my wife, I said, it had to be probably one of the best times I can remember. Just good group of folks, a lot of good times, good laughter, good fires.
Oh yeah.
Just we don't talk about fires on Farmageddon. Move on.
Good explosions.
Those are lightning strikes.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Airplanes
Definitely.
flying low, sheriff deputies visiting.
Yeah, poor Midas got sweeped for sure. That's true, Chuck. Anyway, I'd just like to say I'm very proud of the luckiest man on the planet. And
Yeah.
I'm happy to call you my friend. I'm glad that you didn't get murdered or like your career ended or your family destroyed. I'm so happy about that. It's ridiculous.
I am, yeah, utterly excited about that.
All right, we changed the subject.
Yeah.
Well, not yet.
literally
I wanted to talk about the worst thing that happened while drinking was the one night fucking Coda Boy and I fucking decided to do tactical training with our fingers.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so this is what you got to do, okay? So you're in here like this. You're in close. You're ready to go. And then you're going to hold them off like this. And as you come up with an uppercut, you're going to put 2 rounds into the bottom of their jaw, okay? That'll take them out. Give me another beer.
God damn.
That's the night I got the no blue. We didn't go to bed till 4 a.m.
Together.
What night was that? Was that Saturday or Friday?
Friday. That was Friday night.
Yeah, I think.
And, I mean, literally everybody was out. Blue, myself. Who else was up, Blue?
I think TR was still out there. That might have been it.
Yeah, it was. I looked down at my watch. I was like, dude, it is 4 a.m. And next morning, that was a horrible day.
Yes.
Until about 2 or 3 o'clock. Hey, you want to run this pistol course?
I woke up early. You guys were by the fire spooning still. So, you got to do
it. Was nice. It was nice, man.
Yeah, Saturday night, the only reason I went to bed was, I'm not going to say names, but the party pooper kind of sat beside me and was like, yep, it's time to go to bed. It was about 2 a.m. Saturday night. But Friday night, I think I was able to stay up with everybody Friday night.
God, what a blast. That's all I got to say.
I just thought it was hilarious. For as much, I mean, I'll just talk about myself personally. I drank a ton after we were done with the guns. No drinking while the guns were out. But from 7 o'clock until fucking 2, 3 in the morning, and then able to get up the next day and just roll with it after breakfast. It was like, damn, that's kind of nice.
Well, let's do it again.
That worked out great. Let's do this all over again. No, I'm the same way, man. Once the guns got put away, I started pounding beers, and then we had usually some good food every evening, and I mean that's what it's all about. Just hanging out and starting a big fucking fire with about 1 million freaking pallets and setting the fucking world on fire and having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, even when the one police officer showed up, I was drinking by then. I was done. It was like, what was it, like 6 o'clock or something like that? And Bad Billy come up. He's like, there's guns and stuff. And I was like, no, I'm done, dude. I ain't got a gun on me, but I got a beer. I'm good to go. I'm done shooting. My guns are over there on the table.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
I met the cop in the driveway with a beer in my hand because I was already done. And I was like, hey, man, I invited him in. And I'm like, hey, you want to see some shit? And he's like, yeah, man. I said, come on, check this shit out. And I'm the one that walked him around the corner. And I was like, look at all that shit right there. And he's like, holy fuck, And, I mean, old boy like that ain't seen a fucking rack of guns like that in his whole life. I mean, I knew he would appreciate that shit. And it was kind of fun. I could have just turned him away right there, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to bring him in and show him everything.
You know what? He had a smile on his face.
Oh, yeah.
There's a big difference when somebody's got a concern, but he was just grinning from ear to ear. This is the coolest thing I've seen in a long time.
Probably
was
made
awesome.
him relieved there was nothing wrong. He had nothing to report other than all the cool shit he saw that day.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel bad. He had to go back across the street to your neighbor's house and say, sorry, nothing I can do to help you.
They're raising money. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Card's still open.
Yeah, well, out in the country, you can do whatever you want. I wasn't worried in the slightest. I if all my corn comes in, I'll take them a bushel or two across the street and tell them thanks for putting up with my ass, but I'm not going to apologize.
The best part.
What about you actually talked to them afterwards and said that days later they were still talking about the event.
I called down to the sheriff at the county we were in. It was more of just a courtesy call because I was working whenever I made the call, and I talked to the actual sheriff and told him who I was, where I was from, and told him where I was at. And he's asking me a whole bunch of weird questions. Was it this plantation? Was it this old plantation? Because I guess down there, that's all that area was. And I was like, dude, I don't know where I was, but and I told him. And he's like, holy Christ. He's like, those pictures are still flying around the sheriff's office. And everybody's talking about that. If anything would have happened that week, we knew where we were going to get the help from. It was like,
oh, nice.
Serious firepower, that's for sure.
Yeah, but
still one sheriff I haven't called yet, which I've got the information. I know who to call, but I haven't made it yet. I'm like on the fence. I know I should make it though.
Yeah, you should.
Well, I think Blue. I think it was you that recommended that next year go ahead and phone them and just say, hey, y'all remember last year? We're doing it this weekend and whatnot, and that way when they start getting phone calls, they can just tell people. They ain't got to drive out there. They can just say, hey, y'all remember last year they did that fundraiser, blah, blah, blah. And it'll just kind of cut it off right there. But I'm going to invite, what I'm going to do, and I swear I'm going to do this, I'm going to invite both counties that are off duty, if they want to come out there, I'm going to tell them to come out there and shoot with us. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. And they're definitely close enough where all they have to do is show up, shoot, and leave.
Right.
They can stay if they want. But.
Yeah. No, they won't stay because they don't really know us, but it might be.
You're gonna need a much longer line bench, I think. Then there's gonna be triple the people. Well, maybe not triple, but
no, there's only a couple cops out that way. There ain't that many. So those counties out there, they might have maybe a half a dozen per county, and 2 of them's on duty. So
yeah. Well, it was one guy that showed up at that, and if you hadn't walked him down the driveway, he would have never, ever walked down that driveway if he wasn't escorted.
No.
Because the shooting never stopped. When he was there the whole entire time, there were people shooting.
There was.
Didn't even flinch. Yeah.
We were sitting over on the pistol course just hanging out and getting ready to do some shooting. And I look over and I'm like, there's Johnny Law. And you're walking around, and he's got a big smile on his face, and y'all are just cutting up. I'm going, we're all good. Keep shooting.
Yeah,
it's always good.
When I finally saw him, he was talking with Blue. I go, oh, good. Cop on cop. There we go. We're good.
At least now I know why.
Talking to each other.
I know why I actually got the invite. Just in case.
Then I was thinking, shit,
Tom Olson, he's got
to him.
Tom Olson, you got to stay on site next year.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to get him to camp out. Not that I don't even know if he drinks, but the night time's the fun time. So
I'll drink tea with you.
And have you seen the Spikes Tactical? They have a flare launcher that looks like an M203 that you can put on the bottom of your M4. So
no flares
one of
allowed
those
on Farmageddon no more.
lightning
And
sticks.
I'm thinking about banning my brother-in-law, to be totally honest with you.
He started the lightning strike the first day.
I think he started 3 individual force fires, if we're counting them correctly.
At least 2.
Yeah, 2 for sure.
Goes, at least 2. He started at least 2 force fires.
And almost ran over one.
I was just shaking my head like, what are you doing, man? Straight up in the air, not lightning goes vertical.
Think parachute.
That one came down right there by the camp.
Yeah.
Well, at least it was close.
Yeah.
I was standing beside him when he shot it, and I'm like, why did you shoot that at a 45-degree angle? It's going way over there.
He
That's
didn't
the
know
one
what
we
to
all
do.
had to run and fucking stomp out.
That was a hike too, man.
Yeah, I
Hey,
call
for
that
the record, I did attempt to make it out there. I made it all the way to like the port, whatever that outhouse that was sitting out there, and I couldn't see anything. And then
there wasn't no outhouse
John
out there.
lived
What
for-
the fuck you talking about?
what the hell is that thing then?
No, the shed behind the
it's on the-
pistol place.
Oh, the deer blind. There's a deer blind in the woods out there. Yeah.
Well, there was a deer stand up in the woods, but there was something else back there, and I was stepping in about a foot of mud.
Yeah.
And
It's a deer
oh,
blind.
this is
It's on the ground. A little building on the ground. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, this is awesome, man. Rattlesnakes like to hang out in this shit. This is good stuff. And here comes Live for Wild trouncing up through the woods. And I was like, man, if you can make it, I know I can make it. Shit. But
Yeah, Live for Wild and me and Nick Hops jumped in the golf cart with as many bucket of water as we could carry.
watching that thing trudge off with a flat tire on the back of it was the funniest thing. I was like, oh, there they go. The fire crew. Jeez.
Well, it's funny is 20 of you guys looked at me like, what do I do? I'm like, you grab buckets of water, you grab fire extinguishers, let's go put this thing out.
Typical
Shovels. It was shovels. Yeah, shovels and shit.
Yeah, shovels. We had shovels too.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
This is North Korea.
Somebody found a shovel. No, it was an axe out in the middle of nowhere.
Jesus.
I think it was Chuck.
I found somebody's fucking earmuffs, which why they still had their earmuffs that late at night. And they like hung them on a brush thing, and I'm like stomping fire. I'm like, holy shit, there's a pair of earmuffs. Put them around my neck, kept stomping fire. And after it was all over, I'm like, who the fuck brought a pair of earmuffs out here? Oh, those are mine. I'm like, how the what's the chances of finding those?
That's when the helicopter shows up.
And you know, here's the thing. The fire the day before where we had that airplane circling for fucking 4 hours, they must have been doing something wrong because we fucking knocked the shit out of that quick. We didn't have no airplane circling.
It was nighttime.
That's a good thing, right?
That's a really good thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking, great.
Love the smell of 45 ACP in the morning.
Love the smell of
But
gunpowder.
if we had to ran out there and stomped it out as fast as we did, it could have been nasty. Could have been
Well,
nasty.
considering how far away it was, and we were seeing the tops of the flames from the firing line, I was like, oh shit, that thing's up there, man. Y'all go out there with that golf cart, spit that thing out right now. Go. Daddy's had too much to drink.
Rick, the other Rick was out there in flip-flops. I was like,
Me and I can't remember his name. Damn, I can't remember. He was one of Chuck's friends, I think. Yeah, we were the first on the scene, and we were some stomping son of a bitches when we got up there. He was like, I don't think we can do anything about it, or I don't think we can take it out. And I was like, well, fucking try. I don't give a shit. We got to do something. And next thing you know, within a few minutes, we pretty much had it out.
Juice 187. Yeah, there were some tracers being shot, I think, just prior to the fire going.
that's the only reason why we saw the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they hadn't been shooting the tracers, we wouldn't have been standing there to see the fire and reacted to it.
I know one thing.
eventually
I'm
we would've
stocking
seen
up
it.
on some tracers. I'm gonna stock up on some tracers, man. That's good stuff to have anyway. In the event that you got to do some tactical movements at night, you need to pinpoint some locations for overhead. I didn't mean to say that out loud. But,
That's another thing you can't get in California. Fuck.
Well, see, if we just burn all that shit down, we won't have to worry about catching shit on fire. Then we could,
control
just for
burns
the
are the way to go.
yeah, we'll just light off a couple acres so we got like a fire zone.
That's what that was.
Yeah,
that
just-
was a
just-
controlled
just-
burn.
Just for the record, it wasn't Bad Billy's tracers that set the world on fire. It was the fucking flare guns that my brother-in-law shot in there, and they're parachute flares. he does a lot of sailboat racing, and in the ocean they land in the ocean. Well, in the land they fucking land on the land. So they shouldn't have shot him off, but when those flares go up in the air, the parachute comes out. When the wind they don't come down, the wind just goes shoo. I mean, they go where the wind's going, and then that's where they set the fucking world on fire. So he left a bunch of that shit at Farmageddon. I put him in a box and I brought him back here, and I'm like, take this shit back onto a boat where they fucking belong.
Set your own boat on fire.
Yeah,
Not my boat.
Bad Billy. Technically, one of the tracers did start a fire, but it was like just inside the wood line, and it got stomped out because we were headed to the big fire, and we saw the little one. It's like, what the fuck? So we think that one started from the tracer, but it was like maybe 3 foot round. It wasn't big at all.
Yeah, but that wasn't the fire.
No, that was not the fire. It was like we were running to the fire, and it was like, what the fuck? There's another one.
Yeah. So, I wish that was the fire. That would have been easy.
So, Rob, it sounds like we need to basically use fireworks to shoot the flare up first and then set the flare off. That way we have plenty of time. It'll fly into the next county, so we'll have time to.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shoot
pick up some fireworks on the way down.
Yes. You're going to have to take it out with a shotgun before the parachute comes out. Deal?
I don't know. You maybe have.
No, we get like 6 dudes. We get like 6 dudes with shotguns. The minute the flare goes off, everybody just fucking unloads in midair, and you try to take it out before it becomes a problem. That'd be a good training drill, actually.
Hey, what do you think would happen if
pretend the flare is North Korea, and you're like South Korea, and like they launch a missile towards you, and you have to take them out.
As long as you get to stand in the tree, the blind.
You got to do it from a moving tractor.
Oh, that's even easier.
Hey, any chance that we can do the drive-by thing with the golf cart next year? Just set Bob up there and do a one-man drive-by. You got a driver and a shooter.
I'll put it like this: it just depends on who's there, but I have a funny feeling we can do that.
Grade it out nice and smooth, so you got a nice track. And we got to do individual hits. We can do some IDPDA targets out there or something kind of cool.
Okay, Koba Hoba boy.
Oh no! Here's a good drill. Here's what we'll do. We'll put 20 1-pound tannerite targets out at the tree line, and you get to run the golf cart. You get to have your driver, and you get to shoot from a moving, bouncing around golf cart. And we just take turns, and whoever blows up the most tannerite, or something. I don't know.
Everybody bring a pound of tannerite, and that's your in. You get in the competition for that.
And a face mask and a flak jacket.
Yeah, that would be a tough shot, man. Those 1-pound tannerites are only like as big as like a fucking soup can, man. That's a tough shot. And if you graze them and knock them over, they're just ruined. Yeah, right.
See, if you cheat and use a bipod.
Yeah, you cheating son bitch.
Hey, man, you didn't say, well, you're over there using your mag as a damn support. And I'm like, well, whatever, dude. Look, Blue's got to go pee.
Go pee, bro. Fuck, turn the lights on.
Dude, that shooting a steel. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, everybody, you got to exercise your right. Shooting a steel, Rob, was probably the most fun I've ever had, man. That's the first time I've ever heard dang, 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 making music. That was music. Fucking awesome, man. Dude,
that shit was maker.
Badass.
That's no replacement for shooting steel, man. I don't give a shit who you are. You know what it is? It's instant. Yeah. It's instant gratification. That's what shooting steel is all about.
Well, that's kind of like you've done it. And tell you what, the first time I ever shot a suppressor, or even seen one for that matter, that was like the highlight of my trip. I pull up there on Thursday night, and I hear this, I'm like, is that what I think it is? And I walk over there. These guys are like, check it out.
Look at America.
What was that Richard or Rich who had the suppressor, the AAC suppressor? That thing was that was ridiculous.
Rich has lots of nice
God.
toys.
He had the suppressed Tavor 308, I think.
That's badass. All I know is that when we shot that SPO1, that thing was like, it was just like, what? And that was like the movies. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was quiet. Night, Chuck.
Ran out of refreshments. I'll be right back.
I need to restock on the old sweet tea.
Yeah.
Hey, how many subs has Chuck got now? He surpassed that 300 or 400 mark, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
What a neat guy. All I know is that, and if he's still on, this is funny, was that ER1 or whatever it was, man. They were whacking off of that 308. I was sitting there just going, oh my God, please, that thing is so loud. 5:30, let's get it on.
Oh, is that whenever you got the scolding face by Pops?
No.
That was awesome. Pops.
I was getting a scolded face by Pops like pretty much nonstop. It's like, do not spray and pray, shoot at targets. Like what? What? What do you mean? It was
launching shit into the next people's property. I mean, fuck, man. What do you expect?
Yeah, I told you to shoot into that big hill behind that.
I got this one little switch. It's called auto. Oops.
Yeah,
don't do that.
I like it. I like it, but I like when the bullets are going generally down instead of generally up. Hey, if that's the only thing I fucking bitched about all weekend long, I think I did pretty good.
No, you told me I wasn't using my camera right. I wasn't shooting right. I dropped a loaded mag on the ground. I was going to get disqualified for that. I mean, it's just nonstop, just been peppered by the Popsises, Questises. And, you know.
I mean, it's just to make you a better person. You know, it's
okay. I'll live with that one.
I wasn't scolding you. I was just trying to make you operate at the operators operating operationally like me. So
there you go.
See, now you're a certified operator.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Farmageddon operators are few and far between, but
this is what we're going to bring back. This was a waste of money. This right here.
Yeah, it was.
Is that a Glock?
Throw that thing on.
XD. Mod 2. Picked this up the Friday before Springfield made their announcement that there were a bunch of shitheads. But I will tell you this, it's a nice shooting gun.
We should tannerite
unfortunately.
that.
We should blow that shit up. Let's take a vote.
Yeah.
Who wants to blow up Coda Boy's gun?
I'll put in $50.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
Doesn't the XD actually put on the grip zone?
Yeah, that's the one with the grip zone on it. It's you know what? It's sickening because it's a really, really nice gun, and it's just I'm pissed, man. Fuck those guys. That really upsets me. But you know, what do you do?
See, bad Billy.
Oh hell, we got dirt roads in the house. I'll blow it up.
Well, at least you know where to put your hand. I mean,
you should sell it to him, and then he can blow it up.
Yeah, he'll put it in the hole in the sense.
I'm gonna keep it. I'll give it to my wife.
You should give it to one of those Antifa guys.
The AR-15? Are you talking about?
Oh,
It's
shit.
just the fact that they put on the grip. On the grip, it says grip zone.
That would be like putting on like the slide, like
Hold
this.
on. Can y'all see that? There it is. Grip zone. But
So
it did.
Is that where you put your fingers?
Look at that thing, though, man. It is just, it's a long dong daddy gun, man. That's got the 5-inch barrel on it.
I never thought I'd call a pistol gay, but that's kind of fucking gay.
That's not kind of gay.
Jesus.
I'll third that.
That's a ruthless, man.
Just sell that.
That's full. That's full fucking homo gun right
You
there.
better sell that for.
I'm gonna bring it down to Farmageddon and I'll disguise it as a Glock. You'll be like, oh, this is what the Glock Gen 22 Gen perfection done.
Dude, you need to do on your channel a Glock Gen 5 new release. Just fucking let your kids put crayon markers on the side, Glock or some shit.
Fuck.
The Glock.
It's the cock.
The Glock's stuck. I'm fucking over him. Seriously.
G-Lock. G-Locks.
It took you this long? Oh my god.
I'm over him.
When you drink the Glock Kool-Aid, it takes a long fucking time. I mean, some of them, David Koresh, no, it wasn't David Koresh. Who was the fucker down on that island that drank the Kool-Aid and they all died? What was that dude's name?
Jones.
Jones, yeah. I mean, that guy had told every one of those fuckers down there they needed a Glock. They had gone out and bought a Glock, and then that's just like the same thing. I mean, the marketing is incredible, so you can't fight that shit.
I worked on you for years, dude. I worked on you for years, and you would have nothing of it. Don't deny
I had a
that.
Glock many years ago. It was like one of my very first handguns, and I traded it in on a SIG. And after that, it was, and I'm talking back in 1995. It was. I will never own another Glock as long as I live. And every time you turn around, there was, I can't tell them apart. 22, 21, 27, 26, 43, 34, all these, and then Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and it's like Glock perfection. And, you know, hey, Dirt Road, this is the bag you gave me, brother. Either that or, but anyway, it was every time you turned around, it was one of them. Yeah, Jim Jones. And not that I had, and you know what? I honestly don't have anything against the Glock, because it is a great gun. It shoots. It freaking performs. It goes off when you pull the trigger, you know? But it's just everybody and their mother's got one.
I carry a Glock every day. You know, I think the problem is they have their place, right? If you want to pick up a gun that's stock and you want to trigger, but something that goes bang every time and it works, I mean, carry it, because you know that shit's going to work. But the minute you start getting excited and you want to start doing shit and operating at a higher level, you gotta switch gears, man. That shit's just not, it's just not made for it.
Yeah. Well, you're pretty much holding one of the bestest guns around. That CZ. I honestly didn't realize how good of a gun those were. A buddy of mine, one of my dealers, he said, "Here, hold this thing." It was a CZ75, and I was like, feels weird in my hand, because I'm used to the big, you know, XDM type grips. And I went and got one of the TriStars just because I thought that was a great value. And sure enough, man, I fell in love with it, and then I became a CZ fanboy. So you got yourself a jewel there. It's all of you guys with the Shadow 2, and even, you know, Super Stud TR's got the TriStar. What is that? That's the S120. Or is that the
L120? With
L120? Yeah. Great guns. And, you know, you got Cajun Gun Works. They have a whole section that is designed specifically for the TriStar. You can take that thing and turn it into a race gun for $170, and you'll have a $1,500 gun almost. I mean, it won't have the name CZ, but you'll have a good performing race gun.
It's all right. It's kind of a starter model. Rob's good.
If you're gonna own a 9mm handgun, there is no substitute for a CZ. Now, granted, I carry a Glock 17 every day, but the reason I carry a Glock is for weight only. It's reliable, and I carry it only for weight. I don't care it for its accuracy. I don't care it for anything else. I mean, if I pull the trigger, the motherfucker will go off. If I aim at some bitch's chest, I'll hit him. But it's not as accurate as a CZ. And it'll never be, no matter what you fucking do to it, it'll never be as accurate as this. But it'll be a reliable firearm.
That thing is just as accurate as a CZ. Maybe not at 50 yards, but the part that makes it accurate is the 12 inches behind it. That'd be you. And I imagine that as much as you shoot with that gazelle movement with those 6 shooters, I've never seen anything like it my entire life, man. Double Rugered up. Going through the gun pistol course was the baddest thing I'd ever seen in my life. That was so cool. That's my ADHD TV. Who was saying earlier that the 40 cal is worthless? Who was saying that? This is
everybody.
Yeah, well, it's worthless until you're shooting major power factor at USPSA, where everyone's running through there like a fucking flailing moron trying to send rounds down range.
This is my 40. That's what I'm carrying this month. That's a 229. That's a bad little gun.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Even though it's in a shitty caliber, that's a nice pistol.
Damn nice gun. I was telling Pops about this earlier. That's the new one right there. It's the what do you call that? PPS. I can never remember the names of the damn things.
Couldn't leave it, could you?
How many fucking guns do you have within arm's reach? Holy shit.
All right.
God damn, I thought TR was bad.
I'm a gun guy. Yeah.
Show us behind the wall, SoCal.
Yeah.
It's scary in there.
It is scary in there. I've seen in there. It's a good kind of scary.
Loaded one down. Tomorrow, I live in an apartment up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. When I'm traveling, this is my way home. But the disposal in the apartment went bad. So I've got a service guy or one of the maintenance guys is coming up to the apartment tomorrow to fix this thing. And I had to go have a little conversation with the guy before he came up here. And I just to tell him, I said, all right, now look, here's the deal. You get up there, there's going to be some weird stuff that you're going to see, like my green screen, the workbenches, everything. And I'm like, you don't have to worry about calling the ATF or anything. So
just tell him you run a gun porn studio and just let him ponder on that.
Yeah. Well, most of these people think I'm either fucking federal agent or something stupid, but I'm just a lowly janitor. I sweep floors for a living. So
you should totally get like a manila envelope, folder or whatever, and put confidential top secret on it and just fucking lay it on your couch. And just and put a fucking secret camera in there. That'd be a fucking awesome YouTube video.
Sit there. I got my flat seat T-shirt. I use it wear every now and then.
That's awesome. That would be fun.
Rick? What's the weather like? Are you in Cali or are you down there in North Carolina?
I'm in North Carolina. It was nice today.
It was like 93 down in Charlotte when I talked to my wife.
Yeah, it was like 83 today. It was a freaking nice day.
It's like 120 down in Charleston, ain't it, Pops? You guys get the heat down there, boys. It's nasty shit.
85. It's not bad. I'm on the coast, though, so we get that breeze. Now, at the farm, it's cold in the morning and hot as fuck in the afternoon.
Been colder than hell here.
Is it fall yet?
It was 48 degrees when I woke up this morning. And I think it got up to a whopping 62 here today. It's supposed to be cold all week until the weekend. Because you guys give a shit, right?
Well,
You don't
yeah,
even need weathermen in California.
yeah. We really don't give a shit about what's going on in California.
Fair enough. Not even enough to pity me. Fuck you guys.
You need to make sure you put a boat on your property. That way, when it slips out in the ocean, you just kind of float away with it.
Yeah, tie a
seen
dinghy
that.
Great
to the top
advice.
of the house.
Saw that movie. What is it? Fault Line or one with
San Andreas.
Dwayne Johnson and San Andreas. You know, when he ran that boat straight up that big mountain of water. That was pretty cool.
That
I can
was
imagine
real.
SoCal doing that. Was that real?
Yeah, that happened.
There
I
were
wish it
people
would happen
actually
sooner
who,
than later.
Jesus. There were people actually going out and prepping based on that movie. That was crazy.
Good. They should. California, man, there's so many damn fault lines around there.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
place is like a shattered piece of glass, man. I don't want to say that I want it to happen, but I will say that if it did happen, sure would clean up the politics a lot.
Actually, if it did happen, you'd say, "See you later."
Well, bye.
Bye-bye.
Hopefully you're over here when it happens, because it's going to be quite a wave.
There's some shit you just can't survive, and that would probably be one of them, unless you're The Rock and his family.
Hey, man, I don't have a helicopter, but I do stay at a Holiday Inn every now and then.
Well, all I can do is his daughter was hot.
Oh boy, yes. Favorite
Tank top and all, man.
Favorite scene of that movie, unfortunately, is whenever they were doing CPR. I was like, hell yes.
That'd be the only time a cop would do CPR right there.
Hopefully, it'll be Fallmageddon or Farmageddon next year when California breaks off and just washes out to the sea. And SoCal, you'll be over here with us on the East Coast.
Well, he's got a wife. I mean, she's
Wait,
Can we do a spring again?
with any luck, she'll be crushed under the house, and she'll die peacefully in her sleep.
Oh, God, dude.
She won't feel a thing, and I'd be okay with that as long as she died peacefully, and I knew it.
The ruby slippers or what?
Yeah. So the only thing is, we got to find a way back so I can get all my guns.
No, just
bring the
from
ones
now
I
on,
really like.
Yeah, let's rush back to save those 10-round magazines. 5 rounds. No,
I don't need the magazines. I just need the guns.
that's next year.
Yeah, we can get you some standard capacity magazines over here pretty easy.
Yeah, I
What do
have
they call those things? Low capacity?
I'll sling you one of those. You'll be okay.
Yeah, TR's got a connection now. They just send them mags.
Yeah, I'll make sure I'll bring I only own one 40 caliber handgun, and I'll bring it so I can make sure I have all the ammo, because nobody else uses it.
Yeah, I got a bunch of 40 cal ammo you can have.
Yeah, me too. It's funny. I scrape brass off the. I should start sending it to you, Rick.
You
It
should.
didn't even occur to me until now, but I usually just throw it away.
Hey, you know what? I can take it on the
reload it,
table.
nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure I can get another fucking another PSA, some fucking stamp bullshit on my card.
Yeah, dude, I
I
have a
used to fly
truckload of
every
40.
week.
I'll hook you up.
Rick, I used to fly every week with a gun. And one of the things, you made a comment. What was it made? Oh, SoCal, you made a comment about the ammo. You can't have ammunition in the magazine, but you can
No, you can't have the ammunition with
ammunition gun, but it has to be in the original box, and the rounds have to be separated by plastic or something.
It depends on the
And then
who you're flying with, though.
yeah,
I
it is
don't
up
think
to
they're-
them.
Are they as stringent that way? Because when I flew, I did have ammo in the magazines, but they were separate from the lock container with the firearm, and they didn't have a problem with that.
You can have your bag. They don't care.
It can be with the gun. I've done it with the gun a lot. When I was still living in California, I used to fly with it all the time like that.
Well,
Yeah, you just can't have it in the magazines in the gun.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it was a limit. You could fly with 10 pounds of ammunition.
Right.
So 5 boxes of 45 is exactly 10 pounds, 7.5. I had all this mapped out because I would get my ammunition delivered up to where I worked, but I put it on an airplane in my check baggage, and I'd just tape it up and run it through. I didn't care. The only time I ever got any issues was one time I tried to get on the airplane with my carry-on. I had a scope. Oh, that just threw them for a loop, man. This is a gun part. I go, now if you look in your TSA guidelines, the scope is an optic. It's not part of the gun. And I had to go. Actually, I said, give me the book. I'll show you exactly where it's located. And that was in Philly at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I brought barrels back, mag springs, base plates, all that on a carry-on before.
Barrels? Well, like a pistol barrel?
Yeah, pistol barrels. 2 pistol barrels I brought back.
You could literally, I mean, if you start trying to, oh yeah, thanks, man. This is my pajamas.
Pajamas.
Shit, dude, I was hot as hell before we started this thing. I went and took a shower. But no, like if you tried to carry any tool that's longer than 12 inches, I tried to carry a torque wrench up with me one time. They looked at me and said, "Are you out of your damn mind?" And
I carry a 12-inch tool all the time.
It's the 12-inch pocket lizard. It's good for sneaking out holes.
Yogurt slinger.
The heat-seeking moisture missile. Hey, Dirt Road, who's your favorite football team? Well, we're going to have a winning season this year because we got a losing season last year. But
those guys never win, but nice.
Shit, dude. They've never had 2 consecutive winning seasons in the history of the team. It's just sad. But anyway, flying with a gun is a lot of fun, man. I've flown with pistols, but never an AR. So.
I brought a shotgun to Hawaii once.
They allow those over there?
Yeah, I was. We were shooting a tournament for Sporting Clay. Yeah, you could bring them over. You just couldn't bring ammo at all. For some reason.
Hey, check this out. You know, my wife's family's from Sweden, and we went over there. And the whole time I was I checked my pocket knife, and I didn't realize it until afterwards. But I carried my pocket knife the entire time on trains and everything. And over there, a pocket knife is considered a weapon. They could put my ass in jail for that. Which is, I was like, you got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah, well, it is a weapon.
Well, for them, it's, you know.
I kill you.
It's gonna be.
This is a
Yeah,
fingernail.
people don't realize the rest of the rest of the world doesn't live under our rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we sure as shit try to adapt to theirs by the looks of things.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them.
If you're gonna come over
Shoot
here,
him in the face.
shoot him in the face. Fuck 'em.
You know, at the minimum, I got that on me. At minimum. And I will stab your ass.
What is it? Anything longer than 3 1/4 inch or something like that is considered a concealed weapon. What is it, Blue? You know, or do you?
I'm sorry, the 3 1/4.
What's the maximum length of a pocket knife without it becoming a concealed weapon?
in our state, it doesn't matter. You could have a goddamn Bowie knife tucked in your pants as long as you're not using it to commit a crime. You're good.
Yeah, it's state by state, I think. Because there are some states where you can have a carry conceal permit, you can carry a gun on you, but like anything over a 3-inch fucking pocket knife is against the law. I mean, that's crazy shit when you think about it.
But that's like that little ass baton thing that I brought down to Farmageddon. I did a review video on that, and so many people, which I didn't realize, they're like, "Man, that's as illegal as fuck in my state." I'm like, "What? How is that? Unless you're using it to commit a crime." I mean, I can see that if you're just going up and beating the shit out of somebody, but to have it on your person, I was like, "Wow, that's fucked up." Because you have to, it's considered a weapon. I'm like, man.
You're talking about one of those extended batons?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't have those
I
either.
don't think you can have that in North Carolina.
Nope, can't have them in California. Too fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had that. You probably saved Rick's life.
Fuck, I had my own save Rick's life fucking on me.
What are you talking about? Rick's the luckiest guy in the world. Forget about it. He had nothing to worry about.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that first night, you guys had nothing to worry about. I was so fucking drunk and so fucking worried, I couldn't even deadbolt the fucking door. It was hanging wide open.
That was awesome when you told me that. I was just like, I wonder why I was so fucking cold.
It got chilly that first night. It did.
I tried, damn it.
We had a fucking 1 million BTU fire. I mean,
Who is the guy that put a fucking new pallet on every 38 seconds?
that was the same asshole that fucking shot the flares in the sky.
He has an issue.
I know. I should have arrested his ass right on the spot.
They know that's Brad. Don't worry. What do y'all call him now? Pyro Brad?
Pyro Brad.
Captain Flare Gun.
Captain Flare Gun. Yeah.
He's the also he's the one that hid my bag of brass, which I was laughing about. Hey, you know what though? For somebody to do that I was like, that's pretty cool, man. You know, I didn't have any problems with that. That was funny as shit.
What? Hiding your
Unfortunately, poor old SoCal, I threw the bag at him. I was like, "Where's my fucking brass?"
Well, I'm the one who told him to do it. I'm like, fuck picking up brass, fill it up with rocks and sticks, and then put brass on top so it looks like he has a shit ton, and then hand him this full bag that's just like worthless.
Oh God, that was man.
I even had somebody comment on one of my videos. It's like, you know, you're with a really good bunch of guys when they're all armed, shooting guns. And they were talking about Rick. And they were saying, you can just fucking lay into them and give them shit. And they all are good with it. You know you're with a good bunch of guys when you're armed and the guys over there just fucking giving you hell. And you're like, yeah, fuck you.
Like,
That's what it's about, though, man. There's a brotherhood, a sense of brotherhood.
Yep. Amen.
Yeah, Rick's over there like, you know what Bob said? Bob said, bring your husbands next time so they can do some shit.
I was like, wait a minute, I watched that the other day. That was Just Because America, TRprepper.
Coda, remember you grabbed that hot slide and you're all fucking ow. Remember when I'm like, go shoot that son of a bitch? You're all, yeah, great idea.
Yeah. Shit. I tell you what, man, that was a lot of fun. Absolute lot of fun.
Silent Bob handed me
Nick,
his AR pistol to shoot, and I'm like, man, hang on, I'll be right back. That shit was fucking glowing hot. I went and got welding gloves and put them on and shot that bitch.
That was a bunch of ammo. shot that in that one 30-minute section, man. I've got I still have all the original videos of that one, and I wonder if there's a way you could figure out how many rounds were shot. I mean, poor old Nick Hops, he was responsible for about half of them in about 30 seconds, which was ridiculous. Every time he turned around, he was like, with a damn Glock.
Y'all called that power hour, right?
The firepower hour.
Firepower hour, yeah. I've never seen nothing like it. I mean, I've been on military fucking ranges with ammo that you have to fucking let loose. And I've never seen no shit like that in my life.
No, that was badass.
Well, you know what we got to do next time? Do it better.
I
Double
still
up.
next.
I need to try to find somebody with a full auto something that we can bring down there, and just to have something to play with. Or reach out to a few people.
Worst case,
I think I could
slide fire stuff.
No, I think I could, in a legal way. I think I could reach out to at least one or two people that I know, and probably get that done, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that one video, I think everybody was shooting from the side with the cameras. I'm just looking at it. It's like 13 minutes long, and everybody just lit it up. That was just sick, man. God, that was much fun.
Power hour, baby.
Power hour.
The brass was to your knees.
Put it in my bag. Richard was walking. I'm sorry. Richard walked up to me. He says, "Hey, man, would you mind leaving some of this stuff, this brass, for my boys?" I said, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I am kind of being a little hoggish on this thing." But I every time I found some 357 SIG brass, I made sure I put it in a separate pile to give to him. I was collecting his brass for him.
Did he have something? He was shooting 357 SIG?
Somebody was shooting us a 357 SIG out there, and I know Blue was shooting the shit out of some 10 millimeter because there was a bunch of 10 millimeter cases out there.
Yes, fucking it up too.
Yeah, I picked up like a shit ton of brass in the pistol course. If I run into any 10 mm, I'll put them aside. God knows I don't need it.
I don't need it. Give it to somebody who needs it.
Oh, that's true. You don't even need it. Yeah, okay.
It's purchased and paid for.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Training
That's
ammo.
why I brought as a reloader. It kills me to leave brass on the ground. So for 9mm 223 7.62, I brought steel or aluminum case only, just because I didn't want to
Help anybody out?
Yeah, well,
Thanks a lot.
Like, it would kill me to leave it on the ground. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy like some steel ammo. I don't give a shit if it's 9mm or whatever.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I shot a shitload of steel case from 7.62, 39, 223 to 9mm. I mean, I'm not picking that shit up, not when there's a big crowd around.
Do you have one of those wheels, Rob?
No, I've seen them though. When the last USPSA match I was at, the dudes were all coming in there using those, and I was watching them, and they work. They don't work 100% or anything, but I could see to where that would be worth it. It seems to be like you have to have a firm ground for them to work.
Yep.
And any kind of, so I don't know if it would work at Farmageddon, but I have seen them.
If the grass is cut short enough, it'll work.
Has to be flat though. If there's any kind of indentation in the ground, or if you have any kind of small rocks or anything, it just collects everything. It's kind of a hassle. I have one of those things, and I think I used it once. It doesn't even work that well at the range with a cement floor. Half the shit you grab, the other half flows out.
The trick is,
What's that?
I'm going to tell you a trick to collecting brass. You put your bag at the end, and everybody shoots their brass right into your big old bag.
Yeah.
Rich is over there. That shit just kept fucking falling in my bag. Bleep, 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 bleep.
You got a big net you're holding up.
Well, that's one of the videos I want to do. Is I want to take a 5-gallon bucket and set my camera up, because my AR literally will, if I'm on a prone or I'm shooting from the bench, it'll put the brass within a 1 foot or 2 foot area, and it's a nice little pile. So it'd be kind of cool to sit there and just shoot and shoot and shoot and have the brass just go right into that bucket with a little video camera. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I've watched my buddies' ejection pattern, and I'd catch them out of midair. Once you know where they're going, they're hot as fuck, but
Yeah. Yeah, those Glocks sure are good.
Take a tarp and lay it out. You just grab all 4 corners.
That was the ticket, man.
That is magic. That's what we do.
Thinking about putting in AstroTurf, like a half acre of AstroTurf.
That's not cheap.
I'm gonna have you guys pay for it, so it's all good.
There you go.
How hard would it be to build some berms, Rob, with your tractor? Would it be a pain in the ass?
No, I'm thinking about bringing in some fill dirt. The problem is there's nowhere real high on the property to grab dirt from, so I'd have to bring in fill dirt. But I'm looking into it actually, because I think that'd be cool to have a whole, behind all that steel, just like a berm, so.
You can probably find construction companies, as long as you pay for the transport, they'll probably just dump it out there for you.
Yeah, the biggest cost of fill dirt is not the dirt; it's the diesel.
Yeah, exactly.
And the labor. So, yeah, I'm working on it. There's a company up by me that says they haul fill dirt, so I'm gonna talk to them before next year and maybe put something together. Although I think if you just stay on the steel as low as it is to get around, not like you fucking power hours, I think it's pretty good, So I'm gonna build some three foot round gongs for y'all to fucking shoot at.
You better make it bigger than that.
You're gonna need bigger than that. I was thinking you might as well just buy like 6x8 plates and just line the entire berm with them.
Oh, I can get 8x12 1-inch plates out there if I want to, but it's hard to move those because they're like 10,000 pounds.
Just lean them against the trees.
Bury them a foot
deep.
Dirt
Road says put a pond in and then pull the dirt from there.
That's not a bad idea.
I just don't know where to put a pond in.
Right where the shotgun range is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be and you can still shoot shotgun in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Just fill it full.
You need to rent an excavator. Rent an excavator and a dump truck for a weekend. That'd be kind of fun, actually.
Lead-soaked water in the water table. That's awesome. People will love you for that.
Out there, they don't care.
How low is the water table out there?
I don't know. I don't drink it, so I don't give a fuck. I mean, my well is 70 foot deep. I mean, I'm not worried about nothing down in that. That property sits on one of the biggest aquifers in the country. It's ridiculous. So I'm not. It smells like shit, like sulfur, but it's good water. You can drink it and all.
You need somebody to run an excavator. I know how to run the hell out of one.
All right, you're hired.
Come on down. Just let me know. My wife's doing a business trip that's gonna take her out of town Friday through the following Tuesday. So I'm daddy daycare for the weekend and a half. So that'd be good. We could bring my daughter and my son down. Ooh.
Sure. Come on down.
Think about that. She would kill me. Mommy, guess what we did? Yeah.
Oh man, my girls, they warm up to anybody, man. Just ask Mohawk man there. They fucking love everybody.
Wives are weird. Especially
Pops has an
mine is.
awesome set of his daughters are awesome. They are.
I would attest to that. They thought I was kind of weird being from California, but they were nice to me anyway.
They're like their mama. That's why they're so awesome.
You guys almost just saw an absolute fucking freak out on live. Did you see this fucking thing? Oh, God damn it. It's still alive. No, it's a fucking, they're big ass bugs. This fucking thing just flew down.
Eat it.
Eat it.
All right.
It looks like a June bug.
No, it's a June bug.
No, that ain't no June bug.
Flew down back of my goddamn shirt.
There's not any hair on your head if you don't eat that.
It's an Antifa beetle, is what it is.
Those things have microchips in them, man. They can hear what you're saying. They're going to report you to the Antifa king.
I almost had a fucking meltdown, like the whole fucking woman screaming, jump up, but I fucking it was borderline. But as soon as it hit, I fucking reached back and I got it before it went too far back. But damn, I'm under attack, gentlemen.
We get those things in
I got it
into May, or no, into April. Everywhere they collect under light bulbs and stuff, and I don't know, they're no fun.
What are they called, bugs?
Yeah, it's like the only time of year we have them. We don't have bugs otherwise.
It's because it's too.
I got to do my Antifa video. Trying to figure out a way I can coordinate with Pops' video.
Try to make it funny though. The last couple I've seen are just dumb as hell.
Lance needs.
Oh,
Hey, my
shit.
my video, my dumbass video. Let's see, it's only a few hours old and it already has 536 views.
No shit.
It must not be that bad. Yeah, I posted that shit around. Well, I guess it's like more like 6 hours old. I don't get videos like that, but I think the Antifa is like a trigger thing right now. Like people want to watch it.
Yes.
Especially
Did you monetize that one?
Really entertaining shit like me. So
I patroned it.
Make sure you put the hashtag Antifa in the description for the video. You'll get even more probably.
yeah, I don't bother with that. But
Yeah, why get views? That's stupid. It's free money.
it's all good. I'm thinking about delivering pizzas, so it's all good.
I'm thinking about delivering shrimp in a van, so that's cool. It worked for Ron White, right?
Shrimp in a van.
Jumbo shrimp.
You got your shrimp kebabs.
Tramps. Oh,
Your shrimp scampi. Your coconut shrimp.
Orange shrimp.
Orange shrimp.
that was a Dirt Road said he watched the Antifa douchebags get punched in the face. That was pretty cool, man. A dude with the American flag just right in and clocking at one dude.
He fucked that guy up. I mean, and then you see the dude to the left tried to fucking take him out with that skateboard. It's such a pussy. He didn't even step up enough to even hit him. It was like, and those guys are smart. They those stickmen guys or whatever you call them. They go into the middle of all those fucking deals and they helmet up and they fucking gear up. They don't fuck around because, I mean, they know those assholes are going to try to hit them in the head with a skateboard, or they got goggles on and helmets, and these fuckers are coming at them like, hey, man. And that was just one dude leaving the thing. Before that, it was like a bunch of them together, and these little pussies were scared to death of them because they were carrying American flags. They had goggles, helmets, and they were fucking ready for business, man. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. If you're going to go to war, go to fucking war, you know? And these pussies have got like rags on their face and little hoodies, and they're like, oh shit, these fucking sticks.
Yeah, these motherfuckers ain't screwing around.
I just think it's comical as hell, man. These guys are idiots, and it's the privileged. What do they call it? The privileged and the entitled. It's just out of hand. And when they think, oh, they're going to go buy an AK-47 with the clipazine.
Well, Dirt Road says, hit me with a deadly pull. Well, see, the whole point is the guy's not going to hit you with the thing because that's his whole defense, I think. But going out there looking for fight, they're going through these movements and just proving, hey, you got to get through America first. You know, you can't come out here and be a little bitch. You got to go through America first, and we are America. And they just stand around waiting for them to cause shit, and then they react. So it's not like they're going around trying to kill people with a deadly pole. And those guys probably aren't armed anyway. And Dirt Road, I know Dirt Road good enough to know he wouldn't be in that position. So anyway. But if he's talking about the other folks, well, yeah, I agree. I mean, if one of those Antifa fuckers swings at me with a pole trying to kill me, you're gonna get a bullet in the fucking face.
Shoot him in the face.
That doesn't happen.
Shit.
Never bring a flagpole to a gunfight.
That ain't no joke.
I saw that on a poster somewhere.
Yeah, the Antifa. I mean, actually, whenever that happens, when it goes down, it'll be bad for both people because they're going to get mowed down like fresh grass, and then America will come after us, saying that our Second Amendment is out of whack. Blah blah blah. That's why I say. I've said it before in some other videos. It'd be bad for both sides. They'll take down a few people. We will mow them down like they are nothing. And then the media and everybody else will attack the Second Amendment.
I don't think any one of us would actually do that. If you're in a riot situation and it comes to drawing a gun, you're going to find somebody that's going to be the first guy to take one in the face, right? After that, a massive crowd dispersion, I would assume, is going to happen. Nobody's going to charge the guy with the gun with a skateboard. So I don't know any one of you guys that would shoot somebody just to mow them down.
Well,
I don't think it'll be that bad.
The problem is they're arming themselves. They're actually putting guns in their own hand. So if you're getting shot at, you'll have to shoot back. Yeah, if they're coming at me with a skateboard, I'm not going to fucking shoot a guy with a skateboard.
Yes, you will.
But if they're arming themselves and they shoot into the crowd, and I'm in that crowd and they're shooting at me, guess what? I'm fucking taking motherfuckers out.
Yeah, again, though, that's only one dude. It's not going to be like a 10,000 on 10,000 crowd. That's called a civil war.
Yeah. Well, I got news for you. That Civil War thing is, if they keep this up, if this certain crowd, I mean, what I'm saying is it's a certain crowd, the left-wing nutcases, if they keep this up and what they're doing, the constant attacks, I mean, and I'm not disagreeing with some of the things that Trump's doing is just plain out stupid, and he needs to listen to his inner circle. But the constant attacks on that from that group of people, and it's going to result in a war at the end of the day. And they've said, this is not democracy. No, what you're doing is not democracy, and you're a bunch of fascists, and the shit's about to get real. All right, I said my piece.
Keep it real.
Yeah, TR, I'm not arguing with you. I think that maybe perhaps I have more faith in humanity than you do. or at least on this point. I just don't believe it would really come to that over at least not in that the Antifa and the non-Antifa people, the anti-Antifa people.
Yeah.
I just don't
Well,
see that.
I understand exactly what you're saying. There's responsibility that comes with carrying a firearm on a regular basis, and we've all talked about this on a different level. But when it comes to mob mentality, I don't know how I would react as a armed person in a mob trying to have free speech and make my point, and then have people swing at me with, throw Molotov cocktails at me, or M80s in glass, or a stick or whatnot. I mean, because you're armed, all right? So, I mean, for me, you don't want to, but at the same time, where the fuck do you decide that they're using deadly force, and then you got to shoot at them? I don't think you can shoot at a mob and get away with it. I think that
Well, the problem is
in public's
the
eye, I
problem-
think you're done. So
the
Well,
problem.
what happened? Oh, go ahead, TR. But
The
I have something to add.
The problem is the Antifa is actually arming themselves, and they're threatening to go to these riots with arms.
yeah, but I don't think that's really going to happen. I mean, I'm just being real. I don't think they're. I think there might be a couple extremists out there, but as a group, I don't think they're capable of that. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Well,
So-
yeah, but they are arming themselves. That's the problem. They are arming themselves. They're actually trying to get training. I hope it don't happen. I hope it don't ever get to that. But they are arming themselves. As much as we want to joke and make fun of them, all the Antifa videos you've seen, there's actually some of those that you see that you think is a fucking joke. It's not a fucking joke. It's actually the real fucking deal. These idiots are fucking arming themselves. You can't tell the difference. They're so fucking stupid. They're so fucking ignorant. You can't tell the fucking difference between a spoof video and a real video.
I've only
been
watched
watching
one video. I've literally only watched one video where the guy has a stuffed animal on the bed and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure that's a
a real one.
spoof.
No, that's a real one.
Oh,
That
is it?
is a real guy. The one with the
Well-
AK-47.
Well, I don't know if I would really disagree. He should go get training. He should learn to shoot it. He's an idiot, but if you're gonna buy a gun, you should get training, and then when you want to people down, chances are there'll be more trained people there than you. So the way I see it is, it's like our crazy friend. I just let them keep talking. Eventually, they'll just destroy themselves. So
Yeah, I get that.
But it's going to take a couple of those guys to show up at a party and just and not know the ramifications of what they're doing if they do decide to exercise their ability to shoot somebody. That's what scares me. And TR, you're right, man. What's going to happen is like, well, we need to ban guns. Well, you know what? These stupid sons of bitches. Oh, it's just stupid.
Well, like I said, it'll be bad for both sides, because if one of these idiots decides to open fire out and somebody does react, the one that reacts will be the one that gets, attacked. That's what I'm worried about. It'll be that one idiot in the fucking crowd with a AK-47 or an AR or a Glock or whatever the fuck gun he has. He'll open fire. Somebody will take him out. And the way the media is, they'll spin it around, and the one that reacted to save people's lives will be the one attacked, and that'll be the one that they use to go after our Second Amendment right. That's my point.
Yeah.
yeah, because they have permanent victim status.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point.
I'm not scared of them. Don't get me wrong. That's what I don't want y'all to think of that. I don't think the I'm never going to be scared of them. But they have the possibility of taking a few people out, somebody reacting, then the media will flip it around and go after us. That's what I'm worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's pretty much been that way since the dawn of time, right? How is this a different? Although I will say the point I was going to make, and I don't know how relevant it is anymore at this point, but going to the riot situation and you against the mob. If somebody does draw a gun and shoot, and you just start spraying that crowd and miss the guy with the gun shooting back at you, but hit a bunch of people, and eventually they do catch the guy who originally was the first shooter, he goes to jail for every single one of the people that you killed in self-defense.
Yeah,
that's the way
it's
the law
cause and
works.
effect.
Okay.
It's like hollering fire in a theater.
Yeah. Yeah, you were just trying to fix the problem. And even though you were a terrible shot, or you just fucked everybody's life up.
20,
Or were you a
I
terrible
got
shot?
23 others. They look like a lot like them.
I can't remember the legal name for it. Is Tom still in the house? Where's Tom when we need a lawyer?
Well, I know in South Carolina we have a the laws written in the books. We have a I don't know what it's listed as, Good Samaritan law or whatever. If I pull my gun and try to save somebody, and somebody gets hurt in the process, I cannot be charged with a crime. Period. It doesn't matter if I hit an innocent person, which would be horrible. Don't get me wrong. But we do. It depends on your state. You have to know your state laws. I have a right to help other people, no matter what even if it comes down to, I have to pull my gun and take somebody's life. I have a right to do that, and I'm protected by South Carolina law. But that may not apply to your state. You have to know the laws of your state.
Well, what I'm thinking of is more. Here, let me give you a scenario. Really simple. Two guys break into a convenience store. One of them's got a gun. He approaches the counter, sticks the gun in the clerk's face, and said, "Give me all your money." The clerk reaches on the counter and pulls out a shotgun and just fires as fast as he can, kills the guy without the gun. The dude who put the gun in the clerk's face in the first place is going to jail. There's a word for that. Tom just chimed in with something, but
Transferred.
It's basically the dude who started the assault. He's already created a felony at that point. So his buddy goes down and dies. The guy who created the felony is also going for capital murder. But I don't remember what that legal jargon is called. That's kind of what I'm saying about the mob mentality thing.
Tom will answer. Tom's the legal advice on the channel.
Let's go, Tom. Bring it out.
Felony murder.
Dig it up.
Come on, it is felony murder.
I thought there was a more fancy word for it, but
You're going down. That's what it's called.
But you do need to know the laws in your state. I mean, there are some states out there that you're not legally protected to help somebody else. A woman could be getting raped or whatever. You don't have the believe it or not, in America, there are states that a woman could be getting raped and you can't shoot the motherfucker in the back of the head that's raping her. In South Carolina, I can do that. Your state, I don't know. You need to look into it. I'm just saying, you need to know the laws of your fucking state.
The way I see it, this is my whole take on the whole thing, and you can keep yourself from getting into a tremendous amount of trouble. You have no duty to render aid to anyone, even though you may want to. You're in a convenience store, and somebody comes. You're in the back of the convenience store getting your beer or whatever. And some dude comes and sticks a gun in the cashier's face. That was lovely. You don't have any duty to protect him or anybody else in there. And people have asked me, what would you do? I said, man, I would hunker down with my family in the background. If that son of a bitch points a gun at me, I'm taking his ass out. But you're liable to get in more trouble if you take the guy out, the assailant. The next thing you know, you're getting sued for something stupid shit. It's a catch-22. You're there, you can help, but do you want to or can you? And if you do, what'll happen at the end of the day?
That's why you got to shoot him in the face.
It all comes down to, Greg Campbell just said it. Everybody should really, as boring as it is, no offense to them, study up on their state laws, what's permissible, what isn't, and just know your capacity for defending yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And just like you said, Coda Boy, I don't have a duty to protect anybody, but in my state, I have the right to defend other people. Now that situation, sometimes I may not take that. I may not exercise that right, but I know I have the right to do it. I have the right to protect other people.
Reading Tom's comment here, just don't shoot straight down when you shoot him in the back of the head. I've often wondered, you put yourself in a scenario, walk around and ask yourself, if something were to go down right now, what would your immediate reaction be? Would you, talking to some, there you go, talking to Pops earlier, you got your if we're out and my family, and if my wife will know if I tense up and situational awareness, if something's going down or I think something may arise, she looks at me, she knows. And but the whole deal is what do you do if something goes down, man? You're gonna run around trying to find a clean shot so you can not have to worry about hitting somebody from behind behind them, or are you gonna close the gap so you can definitely get the shot in, or are you gonna sit back, protect your family? There are so many things that are run through that scenario that that's a different topic for a different day, but man, it can drive a person crazy.
Yeah, I think it would be, especially if you have your family with you, you would draw your gun, have it at the ready, and probably just let it play out. Because more than likely, the guy's just going to get the money and he's going to run out the door. So there's no reason to engage. I mean, I'm not going to shoot a guy over $100 fucking. But if he shoots a clerk, I'm taking his ass out.
Teach your family, tell your family, especially your kids, that you, as the protector of your family, are always going to face the threat. So if you just teach your children and your wife that me, Pop, is always going to face the threat, they know to get behind you, right? So you're scanning for the threat. When you find the threat and you draw the threat, your family knows to get behind you, right? And anything that might be behind you. And then there are other strategic things you can do as well, which I don't like to talk about a whole lot, but they're very important.
Well, dirt road, actually, I've been in a situation where, and I actually did a video on it. I didn't have to pull my gun, but I because North Carolina, we've got open carry. The only thing that I did was I tucked my shirt in, and it changed the situation around drastically. But it happens in slow motion. When people say this shit happens so fast, it really doesn't. I mean, it's almost like oh, you recognize the situation as it's getting ready to happen. This all of a sudden it's like, whoa, shit. And you know, and TR, like you said, man, if you're in a grocery store or, you know, a convenience store and the guy's getting robbed, 9 times out of 10, he's going to get the money and walk right out. But if he caps somebody or something out, then I feel like you got nothing to lose at that point, man. It's take him out. But there's always that prepared mind. You got to be situational awareness, man. Know what's going on around you. And Pops, you know what to do with your family. Have them trained. I'm going to grab my vagina, ready to go, hit the store.
Yeah, you never know what the threat is. That's the problem. So there's some generic things you can teach your family.
Well, I mean, I've never actually pulled my gun out on somebody, but I have actually put my hand on my gun. There's a crackhead at a Walmart about 2 o'clock in the morning, back when I worked night shift, and he kept cornering me, and finally I just reached around. I never even pulled it out. I just put my hand on my gun. He knew what the fuck I was doing, and he took off. That's all I had to do. It was like, look, I'm done. Go away. And he wouldn't go away, and I just reached around and put my hand on my, you know, whether I had a gun or not. That movement, he knew what was going on, and he took off.
Yeah. We had my son and I were coming back from a camping trip. We stopped at McDonald's on the way home. I'm sitting at the drive-through window waiting 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the fries to get ready. And I see this guy. He walked down the parking lot, then he's turned around. He starts coming back. He's about 15 feet off my right-hand side. I'm looking at my phone, but I'm eyeballing him. And he's obviously, you know, he's got his backpack on, and he's looking right at me. And he goes to my 90 degrees at my 3 o'clock position. He turns and he starts walking to the car in a hurry. And the first thing I did was I just reached back and I grabbed my gun. And I was just thinking, here we go, man. This fucking guy is going to rob me right here with my kids. And first thing on my mind was I'm just going to step on the gas and get away, because that ultimately would be the best thing. But if, you know, you never know, the guy could pull the gun out. You still, your best bet is just to hit the gas and go. But you got your kid riding in the passenger seat right behind you. There's all kinds of nutty things that can happen in a split second. But again, it was like everything went down into a slow motion field for me. I was just like, okay, what are we doing here? Here's what's going to happen. Hand on gun, ready to go. It was nuts. But your adrenaline just shoots through the roof, man. That's the cool part.
Well, the bottom line is you just have to be prepared, and you have to be armed. If you live in a free state where you can be armed, and pay attention to your surroundings, and hopefully it'll never, ever happen to you, but at least you'll be prepared. That's all we can do.
That's right. All right, TR.
Yeah, it's been over 2 hours. Let's end this, and I'll let Coda Boy do an outro. Any videos you got coming up or have got up, go ahead and promote them, dude.
Okay. Well, we got a new little toy in the toy box going to come out tomorrow morning. We got a competition 0. We're going to do a barrel comparison. We got a bunch of stuff going out, man. It's just ever long busy. I got a new guy starting in the morning, so I got to get him booted up and keyed in and ready to go. Lots of fun. Live long and prosper. Happy endings. That's it.
Pops, you got anything coming up you want anybody to make sure and check out?
No, I mean, y'all watch whatever the fuck you want to watch. I try to put out good shit, so stand by.
All right, Rick, how about you, buddy?
Thanks for showing up. Thanks for supporting TR as always. And got a couple videos that just came out not too long ago. But other than that, you guys that thought the target was going to get shot up, you were wrong.
Yes, we was. And congratulations on your 2,000 subscriber accomplishment.
Thank you. Now, if I could just get these guys with the big channels to do another shout out, I might get 2015.
SoCal, what's up, man? You got anything going? I know you don't have any new videos going up.
Yeah, that's me, Captain Procrastinator. Hey, Rick, I have 1,474 subs, plus or minus one or two that either come on or go away during the night. I'll give you a shout out, dude.
All right,
No, yeah, I'm so bad at doing videos. My job sucks, and when I get home, I just don't feel like it. I got all kinds of cool stuff to talk about, but I just don't have the motivation. I mean, I want to do it, and then I don't. So, but thanks for having me on, TR. Thanks for all the guys in the side chat supporting TR, and that's all I can think to say. I can't even follow Pop. That was like the best outro ever. I'll just shut up now.
Well, we'll convince you to make another video, even if it's just once a month. You know, we all appreciate you, and it's cool that you being on here. I do appreciate you being on here.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
There's a lot of people out there that you know, been around a while, and they know who you are. So it's cool you're on here. And with that, we'll see you later. I'll be back. I should be back Sunday, and probably, to go ahead and be honest, I probably will not be doing a chat next Tuesday. My girl Sonia's coming down, and it probably never won't work out for Tuesday, but I should be here Sunday. We'll see. But if you don't see either one of them, it's because there's a girl involved. Anyway, later on.